My name is Bridget, and today I would like to share with you how to create this beautiful butterfly as well as this adorable basket. So to start, you're going to need one square piece of paper. I usually do 2.5 by 2.5 inches, but any dimensions is okay, as well as one pair of scissors. Okay, so first we're going to take that square piece of paper and fold it in half diagonally, and then we're going to fold it on the other side as well. And just like that, and make sure you crease it really nice and well. Now we're just going to fold it across, just like this. And then do it on the other side as well. And what I like to do is also fold it over with the inside out. That way the crease will help it when you have to fold the next one. So what we're going to do here is pinch in those two corners. Do the same with the other side so that some of the paper's inside, and then put them together so it makes a triangle. Now we're going to fold that triangle in half. Make sure you crease it really well. And now we're going to take our scissors. So what we're going to do is cut a little bit of a wing shape. There's going to be like a semicircle, just a little bit off. Just like that. Now we're going to open it back up. So you can see the wings already forming. But now we're going to take one of that corner and fold it inwards and do the same to the other side. Just like that. And then we're going to take the bottom and then we're going to pull it up very carefully, make sure not to rip anything. And we're going to leave a little space on top because that corner is going to, what we're going to do is fold it down just like that so it connects everything. And to make it a butterfly, we're just going to fold both sides together just like that, which gives it a little bit of the wings. And there you go. There's your butterfly. So for the basket, you're going to need 10 strips of paper. They could be any size you want as long as the length and width are in a 20:1 ratio. I did 10 inches by half an inch, but anything would work. You're also going to need one pair of scissors. Now if you want to do a two-tone basket like I did, you're going to need 2 strips of one color and 8 strips of another color. But if you just want to keep it one color, you just need 10 strips of that. So what you first want to do is fold all of your strips in half. Now for the rest of this video, I'll just be referring to them as a blue strip or a purple strip. So we're going to take the blue strip and then fold the purple strip over it, just like that. Now we're going to take another blue strip and then, because the first one went down, this one's going to go upwards. Now we're going to take the purple one, and this one's going to be a little different because we're going to thread it through the initial loop, just like that. Then we're going to have to do it on the other side as well. So we want the purple one to go over the second blue strip, but inside of the first one. And now instead of pulling it tight, what we're going to do is let it loose a little bit so we can build the pattern. So now since that second one, the second blue strip, went upwards, the third one we put has to go down. So it's going to go over the top purple, but it has to go underneath the bottom one. So I'm just going to carefully put the purple one there. As you can see, it's a little tough, but eventually it'll be there. And just like that. Now make sure, especially when you're doing alternate colors, make sure that you can see the pattern forming. And now, as I said before, because the third one went downwards, the fourth one has to go up. So now we're going to want that strip to go inside of the top purple strip. We're just going to put it in like that. And then pull to make it tighter. So right there, we're halfway done. So I'm just going to pull at some times to make it nice and tight. So now we're going to go face down then what's a little easier is to put it in through the bottom one and then have it enclosed around the top, especially since the bottom strip is longer than the top. And just like that, adjust as needed. Now we're going to go up. Put it in through the loop and put the other side as well and tighten it. Just like that. Now we're almost there. Just a couple more. So now we're going to go downwards. Just put it through, just like that. Now we're on our last strip. I'm going to put it through the loop, put it on the other side, and there we go. So now we can tighten up that top strip. So just give it a little pull, just like that, and then pull on the other loose ends as needed to make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, so now we're gonna go about forming the basket. So as you can see here, there are squares that are 2 by 2. And now what we're gonna do is carefully put that end piece through one of the loops and pull. Just like that. Now what I like to do is fold it in on itself to make sure it's nice and secure. You don't have to do it, but I just like being safe rather than sorry. So you can see I just fold it in just a little bit. Just like that. Now we're going to do the same thing for the other one. So we're going to put it in. And then fold it in on itself if needed. There we go. So now we're going to form the bottom. So what you want to do is take one strip, any strip, and pull it down. And then for the next one, pull it down as well. And do the same for the next. Now the last one's going to be a little bit different because we need it to go under the first one. So what we're going to do is pull a little bit to give it some space and just thread it underneath. Just like that. And now we're just going to tighten everything up. Pull gently to make sure everything is nice and secure. And there you go. Your bottom is formed. Just like that. Then to secure everything, we're once again going to thread it through one of the loops. So we're going to go under this purple one. Just like that. Should fit in right nice and smoothly, but if not, you can use like a pencil or a toothpick to loosen it up a little bit. You can see it coming out, just pull, just like that. Then do the same for all 4 sides. Okay, there we go. So now, since everything else is formed, we don't really need those top strips. So what you're going to do is take your scissors and then we're going to cut them off. So I like to leave a little bit remaining because then I can fold it in, but that's not really needed. But as I've said, I like to rather be safe than sorry. So I'm just going to carefully fold it in on itself. Just like that. Now of course it's not needed, but it just makes me feel a little better. And just like that. And so you're going to do the same for all 4 sides. So now that's done, we're going to work on the handle. So what I like to do is to use one of the remaining pieces of paper that I used to cut, and I'm just going to fold it into a nice skinny piece of paper, but if you have like wire or string, you can use that instead. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but just make it so it's somewhat in a circular shape. Just like that. And I like to keep the fold on the inside because it's harder for people to tell. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to put it through one of the holes. So as you can see here, I'm looking for one of the holes that I can put it in, trying to figure out which one will have the most give. Just like that. Now you may find that it won't go in that easily the first time. So what you can do is grab a toothpick or a pencil and just make the hole a little bigger. Just like that. Then what I also find makes my life easier is to trim the tip a little bit to make it a little pointier. That way it goes in a little easier. And if that still doesn't work, you can use the toothpick or pencil to push it down a bit, as needed. Then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. We're going to widen it a little bit, make it easier. Cut a little bit off, and fit it through. And there you have it. There's your basket. I hope you enjoyed these 2 tutorials. As always, you can spice up these crafts in any way you want, whether that be through the use of different colored papers or even different textures, anything you can think of. Thanks for watching. Bye!